now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
The trick is to make you think you own these blocks. The trick is to make you think you own these streets, when in all actuality, you don't own nothing. The trick is to make you load your weapon up and go gun each other down. Ball your fists up and knock each other down. That's the trick. Once they got you right there, done. The plan is to get you in the cell, money. The plan is to put you in the ground, money. Guess who don't get no money? I keep telling everybody this over and over and over. You don't get no money. I don't get no money. That's the trick. Let me tell y'all something, homie. I ain't preaching to nobody. We really about to throw our life away over a place that our mama, our father, who might have been broke, might have been poor, and these was the only communities that they was allowed or able to move in because that's all they could afford. Just because we was born here by no choice doesn't necessarily mean that we gotta throw our life away because we've been tricked to think that we own these streets and we own these blocks when we really don't own nothing. Even the house that you might own, you still don't own the land that you're living on. None of this belong to us, man. When you pass away, it's gonna be gone anyway. It's just stuff. These houses, all this stuff is stuff. These hoods that we live in, these ain't our hoods. Do you know that these people laugh at us? The city of Los Angeles laugh at us. Whatever city you from, they laugh at us when they see us really destroying one another over something that we don't own, they own. It's deeper than this, man. When I was coming up as a kid, a youngster, it was older guys, older people that tried to talk to me the same way I be trying to talk to young homies. The only difference is we got more of a widespread to be heard. They didn't have nobody. They didn't have this big internet voice that we got today. It's the same thing. I heard the same thing, man. You young dudes, man, is in trouble. You young dudes is in danger, man. Way more danger than the Crips and Bloods was in the 90s, in the 80s. That's why back in the 80s, the 90s, and the 70s and things, I wasn't around in the 70s. I was a kid in the 80s. That's why they said snitches get stitches back then. Because that was the only way that you could get identified back then. Is by somebody pointing you out. Today we point ourselves out. Today we point ourselves out. Hood vlogs is the best way and the best thing smoking right now to get you identified, man. To get you locked up. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with hood vlogs. But what I'm saying is when y'all go on a hood vlog, you make your face recognizable, man. I seen something today that somebody sent me where the police had pictures, and they been had this stuff. They telling you what's the difference between a neighborhood crip, a gangster crip, a Hoover criminal. They breaking down the whole thing. And this is what they taught when they come in the task force. They need to get familiar with the neighborhoods that they ride in. They need to know who is who. They need to know who is the leader. They need to know who the shot caller is. They need to know who them dudes in these hoods that got the most influence. And guess how they figuring that out now? By what you post on the internet. Some of y'all want to be loked out so bad. Y'all want to be damu'd out so bad, paru'd out so bad. I'm starting to see dudes get on the internet and say, I don't bang no more. I'm done with it. I'm cool. That don't mean they scared. That don't mean they turn their back on where they come from. They protecting themselves because it's a new game played right now. Yeah, it's a new game played right now. And I'm looking at all these people on the internet, man. with this Mexican and this black thing, bro. And dudes is really trying to make it seem like it's a war out here in the streets with Mexicans and blacks. Oh, it's who's scared of who. And the dudes that's on the internet doing it, they only doing it for a check. They don't care about nothing that's going on in your hood, your community. They never going to come in your community. They never going to go in the hood. Some of these people can't even go back to their community. They can't go back to their hoods, which is cool. Because the plan is to go get you a house in Calabasas, go get you a house in somewhere where you can walk your kids down the street without nobody popping shots. You go to the park, play baseball, basketball with your kids. So it's nothing wrong with some of these dudes who can't go back. It's probably a good thing they can't go back. Because now they on the internet telling you what they went through, where they failed at. Being in the streets, you never going to win. The dudes that's on the internet that you see right now, them ain't nothing but studio gangsters. These ain't nothing but video and picture gangsters. Because ain't nobody doing no drive-by shootings. Ain't nobody but you young dudes who trying to live a life of something that y'all might have seen when y'all was looking out y'all window and seeing y'all big brother, y'all uncles, and y'all fathers out there. Y'all trying to relive something that's totally different. We got way more sense now than we had back then. People is way more smarter than they was back then. People could see the world now. You couldn't see the world back then unless you had money to go visit these places. Listen to me, man. I'm not telling y'all this for clicks and views. I see it now. It took me to get up in age to see it. Listen, man. I could walk down the street where I stay at. Yes, it's kind of hostile. Yes. But that's if you making it hostile. When you go out there, you got dudes pulling up on you. Where you from? And all this. What are you doing over here? And F your city and all that we just seen a couple of days ago. That's a setup, man. That's a setup. Get y'all some money and live and move where you can roam around free. Safe. It's bad that we can't do this where we come from. It's too much poison in the game. A lot of these old dudes who done got their ass whooped back in the days, who done got chased, who done got beat up, they finally got a chance in 2026 to be somebody. They finally got a chance to have people following behind them. They finally got a chance to be a gang leader. They wasn't that in the 90s. Half of these dudes done been in jail for 20, 30 years, finally getting out, finally get to be the leader that they always wanted to be, that they seen growing up. They finally got an opportunity to be that. So guess what they doing? They telling the young dudes to do all the crazy madness that they never got a chance to do when they was coming up. A lot of them was busters. But they finally get to be the big dog. They not lacing up these young dudes. A lot of dudes say, why these dudes G's ain't lacing them? Why these dudes big homies ain't lacing them? A lot of these dudes big homies, some of them then moved out to these places that I'm telling you about, where they safe. To make it to this age, you lucky, man. You blessed. It's a lot of dudes that made it to get out. It's a lot of dudes that made it to their 30s and 40s. It's a lot of dudes who done got smoked playing around in these streets. I ain't telling y'all what to do. I'm just giving you some game that can save your life. A lot of these people ain't gonna give y'all no game. A lot of y'all big homies want y'all to come to jail. They got life sentence already. They probably been down 20. They finally been left them. They want y'all fresh to come. Because guess what? Y'all might still got people that's gonna look out for y'all, that they could use some of y'all for some of y'all money that y'all got fresh coming in. Ain't nobody in the pen. You got dudes with phones in the pen. They not telling their homies, don't come here. They keeping up more commotion, more violence to get some of y'all to come up in there with them. They need y'all up in there. They want some of y'all up in there. If you got an older homie, man, or somebody that done been through it, been with y'all going through, and they giving you some game, pay attention. Listen, a lot of y'all want to be rappers. Nobody want to be a doctor. Nobody want to be a school teacher. Nobody want to be a fireman, a policeman. Everybody want to be a gangster. Everybody want to be a rapper, a Crip, a Blood, a Damu, a Paru. That's what everybody want to be. Everybody Crip walking. Everybody blood walking. Everybody doing and they making it so cool now. I'm seeing they got little babies on AI apps. They got little kids with blue rags in their pocket Crip walking. That's the mentality they want you to have. You don't see none of these AI videos with little kids, millionaires, money in their pocket, owning Rolls Royces and houses. Nah. You see the little AI stuff with the grandmas that was talking about Crip and blood and all that. All this stuff is to keep you messed up in the head, man. I ain't gonna take up all y'all time, man. I'm just venting right now. Because what I'm seeing, homie, on this internet, man, with these dudes who got influence, who got thousands of followers, putting out this information to keep stuff stirred up in the streets. What y'all need to start doing is, when y'all catch some of these dudes who stirring up stuff in the streets, when y'all see them, approach them. Have a conversation with them. Put your camera on them. Put your camera on them. Don't let them scare you with that "I'ma call the police on you" shit. I'ma call the police. Some of y'all doing crime anyway, where you gonna get the police call on you for some of the crime that you're doing anyway. Have a reason to do some of the stuff you're doing, man. Stop listening to these cats on the internet, man. Half the stuff that they saying, man, they doing it for views. If they don't do it, they wouldn't even have no money to pay their rent, man. Some of them on the internet all day, every day. This is their hustle. To keep confusion going on. To keep madness going on. Stir up controversy. That's how they get their money, man. That's how they stay relevant. But anyway, I'm gone, man. It's COMPTON Rick Rock, COMPTON Rick Rock TV. I ain't doing no screaming and yelling tonight. Listen, man. For you youngsters, man, who still got a chance, use y'all brain, man. It's COMPTON Rick Rock, COMPTON Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one.